Okay, so here's an example. You'll be told that f of x is the function x squared minus 3. And then you'll be told that g of x is equal to negative 2 times the quantity x plus 4 then squared minus 3. Then you'll be told, well, tell us about the transformations of f of x that g of x is making. Well, the first thing that we can see is that we're multiplying the entire function by a negative. And so g of x is a reflection. It's a reflection over the x-axis. Okay, all right, and then look at this here. We're multiplying the entire function by 2, and that's going to cause a vertical stretch, and vertical stretch by a factor of 2, by a factor of 2, okay? And you can see in here that in place of x, we have x plus 4. Remember, when we do an addition or a subtraction to the x, that's a horizontal shift, a sideways shift, and a plus 4 shift is a left shift. And is shifted left by 4 units. By 4 units. Okay? And so that's how we can explain. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do an example where I give you an explanation and you have to write out this. All right, so we're going to stick with the same f of x, x squared minus 3. It says g of x is a vertical shift down 5 units with a horizontal stretch by a factor of 0.25 and a reflection across the y-axis. Well, the reflection across the y-axis is going to put a negative on the x, and we're going to horizontal stretch by a factor of 0.25. A horizontal stretch puts our factor on the x itself, and then a vertical shift down 5 means we're going to put a minus 5 at the end. And so let's go ahead and write it, but we're not going to put the f of x. We're not going to put f of x in yet. We're just going to write g of x is equal to, and what we'll do is we're going to do f of, and in place of x, we're going to put minus 0.25x. Okay, so there's our reflection across the y-axis, and there's our horizontal stretch by a factor of 0.25. And then we're shifting down 5 units, so on the end we'll put minus 5. Now we can rewrite g of x by plugging negative 0.25x in for x. So we'll go parenthesis negative 0.25x, close, then square it. And then we're going to have minus 3, then minus 5. Okay, so minus 3, then we have to put on a minus 5. Okay, well, minus 3 minus 5, that's minus 8. And so this is g of x with these changes. Okay, and so I think what we'll do now is we're going to go ahead and look at, in Desmos, at some transformations of absolute value functions.